Welcome to IDT Talks. My name is Anastasia Lavrina, and today we have a special guest from Türkiye, who is Tarek Cherkaoui, manager at TRT World Research Center. Hello and welcome to our program.
Hi.
Hello. So, President of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, had an official state visit to Azerbaijan. This is his first visit to Azerbaijan after he was re-elected as a president of Turkey on May 28. So, let's start our discussion talking about the meaning of this visit of President of Turkey to Azerbaijan.
Well, this is a very symbolic visit. Actually, it sends a lot of signals. One of them is the strength of the relations between Azerbaijan and Turkey. I think this is part of an ongoing relationship that is always increasing in terms of growth, in terms of strength. This has been the case for the past years, and now with the second anniversary of the Shura Declaration, I think President Erdogan wanted to signal to all the neighborhood that the strength of the relations between Azerbaijan and Turkey are very strong, and this is an uncompromising position from Turkey.
You know, it was my second question to you, the second anniversary after signing Shura Declaration, very historic document. Could you tell us a bit more about how this document changed the reality in the South Caucasus?
Well, I'll quote President Aliyev. He said that the alliance between Turkey and Azerbaijan goes a long way back, but just the formalization and writing it down in an official document took place in Shusha. And the reality is the historical links, the cultural roots, the common language, all of those are making a lot of people say that these are actually one nation but two states. It's one nation because of everything that links them and connects them together. And it's two states that are brotherly and they cooperate on many aspects, including in terms of economy, in terms of politics, of diplomacy, and also on defense matters. So Shusha is very important. As we know, it's the crown of the Karabakh. As President Aliyev described, it's the cultural heart of Azerbaijan. It has so much meaning culturally and historically for the country. So it can only be the place where both sides connect and sign this agreement, which has a lot of significance because also, as we know, Azerbaijan emerged victorious from the 44-day war against Armenia and claimed its own right. It was not like an aggressive war. It was actually a defensive war to reclaim some of the right that was taken from Azerbaijan. And Turkey was, one of the countries that are linked with Azerbaijan, and they assisted diplomatically and on security grounds. And I think also nowadays, there is a need to reinforce this cooperation and collaboration, and also send signals to other bullies in the region and some other countries that are not happy with this cooperation. And I can say that even President Erdogan recently mentioned Iran is one of those countries that are trying to block the cooperation between Turkey and Azerbaijan. And I think some signals needed to be sent.
Yeah, especially because after signing these historic documents, Azerbaijan and Turkey became a strategic alliance which agreed to support each other in all possible means. What's also interesting, during this visit of President Recep Tayyip Erdogan to Azerbaijan, it was mentioned that Turkey is planning to open its consulate in the Shusha city of Azerbaijan. Maybe you can also tell us about the significance of this decision for the future.
Of course, I mean, opening a consulate has a high value. It means diplomatic recognition. It means, of course, international law has always been on the side of Azerbaijan, and Armenian invasion of those territories was not accepted by international law. So it can only reinforce the presence, the legal presence of Azerbaijan on its own territories, and Turkey is happy to provide this diplomatic, recognition and open a consulate in what is, in fact, the heartland of of Azerbaijani culture, Azerbaijani historical links, and it has so many meanings for Azerbaijani people. So the opening has this high symbolic, but also it has this legal and diplomatic symbolism that is associated with it, and which means that Turkey has it goes all the way to establish the recognition, the international recognition of Azerbaijani territories, or the entire Azerbaijani territory. And of course, the meeting in Shusha will also agree on other things, including the strengthening of military relations, of the modernization of the armed forces of both countries, and also it has these connections in terms of routes between Zangezur, the Zangezur corridor, and what it means for the connection between the two countries, especially the exclave of Nakhchivan, which is very important. If we want this relationship to strengthen and goes further, it has also to develop economically, and it has also to develop in terms of interconnectedness. And I think that this is also the aim of both presidents when they met, is to enhance those ties and make sure that the relation goes upward and onwards.
That's for sure. At the bilateral meetings, it was highlighted by two leaders that opening of Zangezur corridor will definitely contribute to the development of the relations between Türkiye and Azerbaijan. How do you think, what are the chances for normalization of the relations between Türkiye and Armenia after opening of Zangezur corridor?
Well, I think we have seen some good signals. I think we have seen the president of Armenia, Pashinyan, come into the inauguration of the new presidency of President Erdogan. He was there. I think there were some exchanges with the Azerbaijani president. So I think there is some movement. I think there is some positive momentum. Armenia definitely has a lot to win. The situation before was very bad. For all sides. Of course, they could control some territory, before, but in terms of economy, in terms of exchange and the prosperity, everything was dead. And I think this is part of the reasoning behind the move, the positive momentum that we are seeing. That Armenia could gain a lot. Actually, I think both. President Aliyev and President Erdogan want to include Armenia and want to share those dividends, the peace dividends in terms of economy, and that Armenia could benefit from those. So, realistically, if they are realistic, if they follow the realpolitik, then this makes sense. This makes perfect sense. They're gonna share dividends. They're gonna have some economic growth as well. That's gonna, they're gonna reap those fruits. However, as we know, there are always spoilers, whether within Armenia or outside Armenia, that try to poison the environment, try to push forward some maximalist claims and maximalist policies. So in this case, we have seen already a strong army, a strong Azerbaijani army. We have seen a strong alliance between Turkey and Azerbaijan. In those cases, if there is like this kind of spoiling actions, then they will face a total resolve from both nations. And as we have seen back in 2020, the result will be failure and probably defeat.
I would also like to speak with you about new opportunities, horizons, and possibilities for Turkey and its partnering countries after the re-election of President Recep Tayyip Erdogan.
Well, of course, this has been, I think, President Erdogan appreciates the support of President Aliyev. I think President Aliyev was one of the first to congratulate him. He was also very helpful and very supportive before and afterwards. So I think the drive that we are seeing is that Turkey will remain on track. I think the opposition had a different agenda. They have a different program in terms of alliances. They wanted to reshape Turkish foreign policy. But as we know, President Erdogan and the team that is now part of the government, it's really a dream team, and it's also a team that has a lot of experience in terms of foreign policy. So there will be a maintaining the cap. Everything will go as planned. the strengthening of relations between Turkey and its strategic allies, including Azerbaijan, will continue. It will be enhanced. So everything will be business as usual, and plus there will be some even more strengthening of those relations. So I think all the signals that are sent by Ankara are pretty positive and signal continuity in the position.
How do you think Ankara is planning to solve the issues related to NATO expansion?
Well, Ankara is very realistic. I think we have seen it with Finland. Basically, the Turkish leadership has just asked for respecting the situation of Turkey, respecting the problems. If Turkey has the problems, they need to be concerned about those problems. So if we are really allies, the allies, they scratch the backs of each other. But in the case of, for example, Finland, they respected their engagement and therefore Turkey accepted. But in the case of Sweden is playing a game, a cat and mouse game. They're trying not to give anything and get everything. So it doesn't look positive at this stage for Sweden. If they take some strong positions and strong policies against terrorism that affects Turkey, then of course Turkey will oblige and will help them have this membership. But if they don't take any actions, there is no. I'm afraid there is no free dinner in this table.
So if we speak about key foreign policy priorities for Turkey after these presidential elections, we can say that the NATO possible negotiations between Russia and Ukraine, Middle East and South Caucasus, can we say that this is the 4 directions where the Turkey will be more concentrated on in the upcoming months?
Well, of course, Turkey cares a lot about its surroundings. It cares a lot about those regions that you mentioned, whether the Balkans or southeastern Europe, or like we said, the Ukraine-Russia conflict, or Central Asia, the South Caucasus, Middle East. All those places are places of interest for Turkey, high interest actually. And but the Turkish position is to achieve peace, to achieve whenever it's possible, peace is possible. Turkey will engage and help in those mediation efforts if possible, including in Russia-Ukraine conflict. So the aim is to establish peace, to establish economic prosperity that is part of the peacemaking. However, if there are threats to Turkey or threats to Turkish interests, then there's always room to use hard power, and this has been shown multiple times, including in Syria, Libya, and other places.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for joining IDT Talks. It was a real pleasure to talk with you about these crucial events. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.